But sales topic is still important because not everybody is like me. That well, some people that they need the sales topic to help them to get better. I'm just saying that well, just trying to prove to you that I am not excited about every topic. I only excited about some topic. Okay. While I'm like well, getting ready, what am I doing now is like going around my screen to pick the best face to look at. Oh my God, the best face to look at, so funny. Sitting, don't smile until like that, like, well, the whole screen gonna break already. The best, like, well, Terence, is it important? You got to understand it is, because I don't set mine as like me seeing myself at one whole big screen. There's a 4 screen. So I need to choose the other 3 beside me, myself. If it's not, the motivation is not there. You look at Jeremy now, the eyes look like just wake up eyes. And then the hair without the cap, like this one. This one totally thinking nobody see him, I will tell you wrong, man. Always at this period of time, you have people like, well, it's looking at you, man. They are all like, like stalking you, like, well, people at your phone and their PC, they will just go around while they are listening to me. 360 people, 180 at least they are not listening one. They're all like, like just keep on looking left and right, screenshot, and then send to people. Can you imagine that every time got how many people screenshot my face, right? And put it on my IG. Then this is damn good. So like every time you screenshot properly, one can or not? Screenshot me like handsome, one can or not? Don't screenshot at me eating me like doing the funny face and then you screenshot. But also quite impressed with you You can screenshot the funny face, like you are already ready, very fast. Okay, and I tell you what, I go through all the screen what a lot like that need to go through for very long Damn funny, man. Okay, continue back. I really love this topic because I really understand, the importance of us, about having a growth mentality. Because if you do not have a growth mentality, I totally don't understand why are you here for? Why are you here for? Dixon Chia just left the meeting. Well, so not happy Dixon Chia left the meeting.
Here, still here. Open 2.
Oh, my assistant told me that got 6 pages of people. 1 page is 25 and 25 is 25 people. 6 pages is like got 150 of you never own your video. We don't want, like yesterday, right? I saw yesterday somebody shared with me, they told me that right, in some country, I don't want to tell you which country, the country, right? So if you forget to pay your bills, like like your electricity bill, so they will not go to your house to ask you and then or give you anything to pay, right? So they at your block, right? The downstairs, the lift going to your block, going to your house, right? So they'll put a red letter there. So stick there, write your unit number, write your name, saying that you have not paid your bill. Please pay your bill. Oh, I tell you, I like this way. Very effective. And I can tell you, right, like if you simply throw the rubbish, right, the CCTV capture your face. So they will screenshot your face, with you putting the rubbish there, and then they'll stick at the board there. And then let everybody, the whole blocks, knowing that you are doing that. So I think this way is very effective. So after MCO finish, we are back to working, everybody back on the field. I'm going to do the same thing. Anybody don't use digital, means you don't do digital sign up. So we will just put your name out on the board. People don't do digital. People that don't do PR, we just put the name. People that don't do PR, we are not giving recognition. We are not trying to, like, we are just serving a reminder. Hey, please do your PR, these people. Hello. We are not scolding you. We are not hentam you. We are not killing you. We are not trying to, kill off your confidence with just a gentle reminder. Put down there, please be digital. Please do your PR. And then all the office, the CCTV, right? Capture who never throw the rubbish. Eat the drink already, and then put the cup there, all these things there. And then we will CCTV screenshot that photo and paste it up. Sounds good or not? I can tell you, I really like this very much. I think this is the best way to do it. Don't need every day, the admin, the owner, keep on talking. Hey guys, please keep the office clean. Hey guys, like gonna do this, gonna do PR. Hey guys, gonna submit this. Hey guys, don't need. All paste up there. Like that, show on one. Show everybody safe for PP. Okay? Everybody hear me, Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's go. Why we decide to run this topic is because this is such a simple concept that actually everyone understands. But it's so difficult to apply when we are in the situation ourselves. And a lot of time, it's because our mindset affect the way we perceive the situation that affect the choices we make and the action we take. This eventually affects the result we achieve at the end of the day. I hope you understand this. Well, everybody come, join the business, you're in the industry, you know that you want to get yourself advanced, that is when you're able to get more money. Okay? So everybody understand that growth set, mindset, growth, you need to grow. But people know, but it's the hardest thing to do. Why is hardest thing to do? So this is the time why I'm here to share with you. Why is it important to have a growth mindset? Number one, when you focus on learning, you enjoy the process more. Less stress, everything will be an experience. Okay? Two, lesser expectation on result, so lesser disappointment too. So you do not expect the result. We expect to have result, but you don't set your result so high. Because I want to do 10 sales. And then you go out there, you do 2. And then you get yourself so upset. To me, how I set my expectation is like this. Today, I'm going out there, I'll be doing 3. Okay? 4, good. 5, amazing. 6, super. 8, I'm the best. Okay? If I don't do 8, I'm not the best. But then when I do 2, I'm okay, good. I'm not so disappointed. But all of you, right? Always tell yourself this. I give myself talents. I give myself 1 year. If 1 year I don't get myself promoted, I will quit. You know what? Quit now. Because you sure won't get promoted. I give myself 1 year to get myself advanced. Okay? If I can advance in 1 year, amazing. Okay? If I don't advance in 1 year, I advance longer. 1 year later, I'm just a senior team leader. Not too bad. It's quite good. I got nothing else to lose. So you got to understand, expectation, it means a lot. You need to learn how to have a right expectation so you will not be so disappointed. When you lesser disappointment will help you to be less negative. A lot of time, all of us, we create the negative in our mind is all because of the expectation we have on ourselves. We expect to achieve this much by this time. We expect to do this much by this time. But a lot of time there, it doesn't come as it is. When you're young in school, you study very hard. You expect 100 points, you expect A star, you expect an A. What do you get? You get a C. So you get yourself so disappointed. You know why I never disappoint when I'm studying? Because I never expect an A. And then suddenly give me a B. Oh my God, I'm telling you, damn good. Because I never study to get A. Get A also get what? Last time, you get a lot of A, they'll give you some cash bonus or things like that. But after a period of time, I realized that I use my time go and learn how to make more money. I get more money every week rather than just like 1 year, 2 times. Exam 2 times can get the bonus. I don't want. I get the bonus every single week. So I cultivate this culture since I'm a young boy, since I'm a primary school young boy. Do you understand? Like, I don't know whether your era have my era have this one. This association, they were like, okay, If your school exam result is good, you give your exam result, you got how many A, they'll give you $20, $30 as like an incentive lah, to reward you lah, association reward you, like that. So like, I always get a lot when I'm young. Then I realized that, walao eh, study 6 months, get one time. I go out and work, every week I get one time. Which one is better? Of course, every week. Okay, now I share with you this. Please don't share with your brother, sister, your nephew, the niece, or anything, everybody else, This one is only suitable for you and me. Okay? Because that's why we are all here, getting our result, getting our performance, getting our reward every single week. That's why I don't want to do a job that getting me paid 1 month, one time. Walao eh, work 4 weeks, pay one time. I don't want. I like work 1 week, pay one time. In future, it's going to change. Work every day, pay every day. Today work, today pay. If you count, you accumulate, you will pay even more. Are you excited? Excited? Give me some claps, man. Yiwa very funny clap on the screen, like, well. Okay? Excited. Later, before the call end, I'm going to show you something. I want you to help me to choose whether it's A or B. Okay? Please remind me. Okay? So, number 3, life is a series of up and down. Okay, don't tell me you don't know your life is series of up and down. If you don't know, right, I tell you, it must be something wrong. Okay? A temporary failure of a single event does not determine whether you are success or failure. There are more to life than this. Okay? A lot of time that, hey, hello, can you be more focused or not? I don't want to call the name out, So I want you to know our life will always go up and down. So the thing is, like, I don't need to teach you how to handle the up, because every one of you know how to handle the up. Because you know that up, you'll be happy, you'll be excited, you'll be like, you will be very strong, you're very shocked, you are very like, like wow over it when you're up. I don't need to teach you one. You know how to do it. But now the key is this. When you are down, things is not doing well. When you just break off, when you just like, lose your team. So this is the most challenging time. How do you do? And I can tell you, right, it happens to me too. So whenever things is down, things is not good, what do I do? You know what do? I will tell myself, right, make sure I remember why it's down this time. So that the next time, I will not allow it to repeat again. So I always like the experience of things going badly. So when things going badly, it's a good reminder for myself that I will have a chance to be better the next time. So today, before we go into deeper of the topic, I want you to start to imagine and realize this thing by yourself, that what actually make you unhappy most of the time in your life, in your work, in a business. What makes you unhappy most of the time? The main reason that you are unhappy is always because you did not get what you expected to get. Means what you want and what really comes doesn't match. When it doesn't match, right, you start to get, why? You start to get frustrated. You start to get, why is like that? Like, well, it's not fair. You started to feel that unfairness. It's all started off with your own expectation coming in. Because your expectation is like that. Don't misunderstand. I'm not saying that you should not have expectation. You should have expectation. While you have expectation, you got to understand, expectation comes in only two ways, down or up. Means you will get your expectation, meeting your expectation that's going up, or you don't meet your expectation going down. And most of the time, it's 9 times go down, 1 time go up. The key of success is you need to go through 90 times or go down, you can get 10 times of going up. So like, it's how do you endure the downtime? How do you go through, this is when people always say that, like, well, if you want to be successful, you got to go through a lot of failure. Failure is the mother of the success. Okay? 就是失败乃是成功之母。Failure is the mother of success. So like you got to understand, you got to learn how to go through it. I know a lot of you were thinking, yeah, Terence, don't tell me this. We understand. No, like, well, can you share with us? Like, okay, sorry, my friend, my dear partners, I don't have magic. I today doing what am I doing? I able to run a team like this is because I have already lost by thousand of BA before I get the rest of you now. So how to make it better? This is the way that this is the time that I need to continue to think how to improve myself, how to be better, so how to have a bigger team. So over the years, I realized the problem is not just lies with me. The thing is, it got to lies with everyone in the team, everyone in the group, because I am not the only one that is recruiting. The one that is recruiting is every single one of us. If every one of us understand, wherever we endure the challenges, we will face downtime more than up. So the moment we know how to handle the downtime, and then we will become stronger, better. Everybody got it? Okay, come. So now, what is a growth mindset? Okay, number one, growth mindset is focus on learning, the experience gain, be it a good result or bad result. So the growth mindset is you need to focus on the process, the learning process. Be it you hit the target or you don't hit. Every single day, sometimes we go down the field, sometimes we do a lot of sales, sometimes we don't. And after this COVID-19, I can tell you, the ratio of not hit than usual. Because people do not, you got to have the distancing. You cannot be staying so clear near to other people. You need to know how to handle it. You need to know that how do you react and respond towards it. Number two, how can I do it better the next time around? What else is there to improve? Always look at it. When things doesn't work out, why? And also look at it. When things work out, what happened? What you did, and then it works. Remember it and repeat it. I can tell you, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Okay? So like, remember that if you don't plan, you plan to fail. If you don't know why you are successful, you will not be successful. So you need to understand what helps, what works for you. What don't works, don't do. What works, keep repeat. I know very well. The more I share, if I focus on sharing this, even every time you only listen and you gather 1 point, 10 times you gather 10 points. I tell you, it's powerful. Like please do not think that, like, well, every time go to the call, Terence sometimes say the same thing. But the key is not whether I say the same thing. The key together for yourself is more important than I say the same thing. Okay? So you got to remember what works. Yeah. Number three, there is no such thing as good enough. And I'm always learning. Okay? If you know me, always hang out with me, you know that I will always tell you, I'm always learning. I never once ever felt I'm good enough. I can tell you, I'm not even near. I always learn something new, and I always, in front of all of you, I learn from every single one of you. All of you are great. You is I always learn. You understand? I swipe my phone until this page. I got people on. So you got to understand. Never think that you are good enough. Number four, I'm contented, but I'm not complacent. You need to go and understand these two words: contented and complacent. Complacent is you already started to feel it's easy, take it easy, relax lah. I can sort it out, no problem one. Like I can get it sorted out. I'm good enough already. Contented is like, cool. I'm contented that, like, well, I have tried my best. Today I've done so much. this is my hard work. Like, well, even it's only one sales, I'm contented because I focus on my process that I'm able to do it. I'm contented with it. Like, well, I might not be the best result that I get, but I'm happy, contented that because I hit it, I give my best shot. Competition is like, no problem lah, can one lah. I can go out there and do five sales, and then you are not putting in the effort to do it. You need to understand. Go and find out from dictionary. Go and Google what is the difference between contented and complacent. I tell you, complacent, it never exists in my dictionary. It never exists, like, well, in whatever I'm doing. I never be complacent. If any one of you, last time we used to play sports together, I tell you, if you play sports with me, like, well, if you don't ever gang out a team, try to play sports, like, well, can you imagine, I form my team, okay? My team consists of who, My team consists of Dixon Chia. My team consists of Jerry. My team consists of Elroy, Jeremy, Terrence Ong, Rodney. Wherever sports you play, I tell you, you should lose one. Even we are not good at it, you also lose. You don't believe you can challenge. Futsal, basketball, or whatever, captain ball, you don't even need. Val is good, but Val is the la la dui, is the cheerleader. Okay? I tell you, you don't play, You play with, if you compete with us on this, even we lack of skill set, but we will still win. Just because we will never feel complacent. And we always will strive together to fight for it. I tell you, that's why I banned the owner to form a team together, because they are too aggressive. I can tell you, all of you, if you play with us, like last time we created this game called Captain Balls, I think it already spread along all the country. From Singapore to Malaysia to Taiwan to Indonesia, the Captain Ball. I can tell you, you play Captain Ball with us, you should die. I think a lot of people don't agree. I tell you, you don't play. I can tell you. Even no problem, after this COVID-19, we all already double our size. We still fight, you still lose. Hi. Because I believe it's all about here mentality. Of course, over the years, we have met up with some BA, right? All the TL, STL, right? Gung ho one wanted to fight us back one. We should have one. We should have people like that one. I tell you, at the end, they still lose. You don't believe? I take the ball, see whether they can dare to come and bang me or not. I run to them, I ask them siam. You see whether they stand there or they siam or not. Okay? No, actually, this one is just a joke. Okay? So, you have to understand. Contented, not complacent. Okay, number 5. I will get there. It's not today, but it's okay. Definitely, I'll be there at the end. You want to have the mindset. You got to understand. Well, you got to believe that you're going to be there. It might not be today. It might not be tomorrow, but you're going to be one of the day in future. Let all of you here, you're building a team. Let me share with you how you think. All of you building a team now. Okay, all of you 371 on the corner, you're building a team now. You always will feel that, wow, would I ever able to do it or to be there? Would I really make it there? Am I good enough? Is it me? Well, you have a lot of uncertainty. You're always doubting yourself. You're always not sure. And some of you, well, I can tell you, those not sure, doubting yourself, well, not very confident, you are considered good people. You have chance. Compared to those, they never achieve, they blame. They blame the industry. They blame the work. They blame their decision to take this. They blame the people PR them. They blame the owner that retained them. They blame the leader that trained them on sales. They blame the customer that don't sign up with them. They blame the observer that don't get started with them. They blame the administrator treat them badly. They blame that the recruiter don't help them. They blame the family bond them into like this. They blame their father, mother to bond them to look like this. They blame that, well, they live in the country that, or wherever they are in. They blame the government, they blame the president, they blame, well, they blame everything. They blame the air, they blame the virus, they blame everything. Those are the worst case of people. I don't know whether are you in this case, this group or not. You decide. There's got 3 groups. One group is they will blame everything, except themselves. Did you hear the everything very long? You hear very long? Because it's ready, they already blame everything. They blame everything except themselves. Got this type of people or not? Sure have. I'll tell you, every time you hear them talk, right? They will tell you it's somebody else's fault. They will tell you it's the owner. They will tell you it's Val Ong. Val lah, it's always Val lah. Or like, it's always Jerry lah. It's always this lah. It's always JQ lah. Force me to be like that. Always one. And then some of them are Terrence or TT or TT. Terrence is the one to do Terrence. They blame everything. And then they blame the industry, they blame the client, they blame the project, they blame the territory, and then they blame, like, well, the station master, they blame the territory, the in charge, they blame everything. And then they blame that they never wear the right color of underwear that day. Bloody hell. And then they decided what to wear. Are you that person? I don't know. You decide. If you are that person, please help yourself now in your life to make a choice of not doing that. I teach you 21 days of not blaming anything else, it become a habit. 90 days you don't do that, it totally change your life. I raise my hand. Before I join the business, I'm a person like that. I blame everything. I blame why is like that, why is like that, why is like that. I blame until I realize that, well, the only thing that cost me in my life is me, myself. So if you are the second category, you are not sure. You're uncertain. You don't blame, but you're not sure. You got to know the difference. Not sure and you are blaming. Blaming is the worst case. You're not sure. You're not confident. Well, because you never did this before. Well, you don't know whether you have a chance or not. You don't know whether this works or not. This is how it goes or not. You are not sure about everything. So I will tell you, if you're in this situation, it's not the worst case scenario. If you're in this situation, don't worry, don't scare. I can tell you, 90% of people in the world, they all live their life like this. They are not sure. And then I can tell you, a lot of people that are successful people, why they're able to do it is also because they are not sure, but they choose to be sure. They choose to think that way. And this is when they started to go into the next category. Normally, how to change from B category to the A category is when the people they hang out with, the mindset, the mentality, the way how they think, the way how they talk about, the way how they carry themselves, the self-belief, the environment have built them up to who they are. This is when people started to get better and get more confidence. Why we always say that we need to celebrate every little success? Because every little success help you to step by step to build out, the confidence of people. So you got to always remember that, my Ayla wanted to be on the screen. Kiss. So you got to understand that. Build over time. Okay? Hi, Dawn. Hi, Dawn. Your picture behind the baby very cute. Okay? So remember. So number 6. I think today the topic is going to run 3 hours. You all can take it or not? 3 hours. You all can take it or not? You all better tell me now. Decide now, 3 hours you all want or not? If you all want, you all better type yes. I'm going to see like 376 yes first. 3 hours. 3 hours. Don't joke, 3 hours. Today, 3 hours. Because until now, right, I run for how long? I run for 40 minutes. I only run until not even 15% of the topic. Today got momentum. I give you a lot of extra tips, for myself. I can tell you, sometimes the topic, I run half an hour finish already because I just read out for my notes. That's it. Today is different. Today got a feel. Got a feel. You know, 感觉，跟着感觉走过的 feel. The feeling just come. When the feeling just come, you know, that's the moment. Parents, do we run our life with feeling, you know, things like that? I'll tell you, yes, we are all human beings. Please do understand this. You are human being. There'll be days that you are excited. There'll be days that you are being low mood, high mood, you know, happy, not happy. But the thing is, I'm not happy, low mood, I do the basic minimum. Good mood, I do extra. I don't have no mood, I do below. No. At least must give the minimum. Minimum, that is my standard, the lowest mark. That's why I tell you, never 1 year I fail to advance owner. You know, I only am, you know, in the business industry 11 years. You know, I have more than 11 first gen. You know, like I advanced more than 11. This is how it goes. That's why if I'm going to stay in the industry for 30 years, right, I need to make sure that I advance 30 over first gen. Okay? So now, well, now I get, if I really count, I think I really have, I can extend very long already. I get a lot of first gen. Okay? Number 6, in life, failure or success is not determined by, I really read already this one. Oh, sorry. This one already finished. Okay. Just now 6 already finished. The last 6 points is in life, failure or success is not determined by a single event. Understand? It is a series of up and down in the first place. That's why you get to where you are. I already explained it. Don't worry, nowadays the notes I will send out to you one. Because we realize that a lot of you, right? You know, like, well, some of you, you are visual. Some of you, you're audio. Some of you, you know, like, well, you really need to read, only you understand. That's why some of you, you read, you don't understand. You can listen to me talk, you understand. And I don't know, I think that all this call is recorded now. You know, it's all on YouTube. You can go and replay it back. Okay, I better stop cursing people. Okay, so come. Now, how to know when I'm falling into this trap of fixed mindset? You know what is called fixed mindset? Means you are not on the growth mindset. You are fixed. You are fixed already. You are getting fixed mindset. People get fixed income. Fixed mindset. People get fixed growth. You know, they are not growing anymore. Fixed mindset, no changes. You know, like I can tell you. Then people always ask me, like, you know, like, Terence, I want stability. You know, I never once asked for stability in my life. I tell you what, can you imagine that being so stable in your life? If your heartbeat is stable, what does it mean? You die. Your heartbeat not jumping, you die. I'm not asking for stability in my life. You must always remember. You know, like, well, you need to look for excitement in life. Because why people like to take roller coaster? Roller coaster give you excitement. Okay? So like, don't take, you know, like, well, don't look for stability. Don't look for fix. I know a lot of people will be confused when I say don't look for stability, because I need you to understand in my world of stability means that everything is stagnant. My stability means it's stagnant. My stability means that it's fixed. It's like nothing changed. I don't like. Don't live your life with no changes. I live my life colorful. I don't live my life black and white. I live my life with full excitement. I don't live my life, you know, like, well, with no surprise. But I can control the level of surprise that I want. That is the difference. Okay. Number 1, how not to fall into fixed mindset, and which is like this 6 point. Almost 200 of you have this point one. Okay. Number 1, not enjoying what you do, easily frustrated when things don't go your way. Just I already share with you why. You are frustrated is when things doesn't happen to your expectation and you get frustrated. Number 2, always concerned about how others are doing, comparing, feel very affected, someone else doing a better job. You know, be more concerned about that than your own situation. Means you are always comparing with other people. You live your life by you keep on justifying yourself, your existence compared with other people. Because of other people, you are only as this. No, you got to understand. You live your life, you own your life is yours. You know how good you want your life to be, you make a decision. Not compare with other people. Don't compare with other people on how good they do or how well they are. You know, it got nothing to do with you. You can put them as a benchmark. But very, 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 very important. You need to understand that what is more important than anything else in your life is you got to be better than yourself every single time. The only person you race with, the only person you know that you wanted to win over is only you. You get a better version of yourself every single time. Okay, don't compare with other people. I tell you, if you want to benchmark with other people, can. But when you do benchmarking, you got to understand 5, 10, 15, 20. This is called benchmark. Benchmark is not, oh, this person one. You need to benchmark up and you need to benchmark low. You need to benchmark all the different. So for me, I do benchmark people, but I don't compare. I benchmark, wow, how come that person can be like this? How come the person can do this? You know, like, well, I'm comparing myself on what the person is doing and what can I do as well. So at the same time, you know, I also benchmarking myself with people that have not done it. So like to understand that, you know, like whatever I have done, I help myself to get to here. I'm better compared to a lot of people. But what I can improve on for myself so I can get to there, so I'm going to be on par with the next person, which is the person that I benchmark on. It's not to compare benchmark. When you keep on looking at other people's result and performance, you will start to get yourself feel so upset, you know, like about what people achieve and what you don't achieve, what you don't get. Okay? Number 3, feel very bad whenever you make a mistake. I can tell you, you know, why you need to feel bad when you make a mistake in your life, you, who you are. Let me tell you, you know, the first thing it happened in your life is you are a mistake from your parents. Oh. Do we already think that, you know, like, well, our parents have us is a plan? Maybe some of us, yes, but most of us is not. Because our parents just happened to be no TV last time, or maybe like out of, you know, like nowhere sometime, or don't know what happened, and then because our parents mistake created us. Okay, don't let your parents hear this. Your parents gonna kill me. You know, like, okay, you know, like, this is the advertisement. Okay, so like, you know, it's meant for fun. You know, okay, oh shit, man. A lot of people like, you know, like, well, a lot of people look at the screen, confused on what talking about. Jala, jala, jala. You know, but I want to tell you, you know, the first mistake of our life is we are a mistake. Okay, I can tell you, you know, like, seriously, you really think that, you know, like, well, why I got 5 children? Oh, I tell you, no matter, you know, I repeat 5 mistakes in a row. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I too free. Last time got no TV. My house got no. Last time don't have Netflix lah. Online cannot streaming lah. Nothing to do at home. Every time exercise. That's why, you know, mistake so many. But I mistake until I had my baby so cute. Also no problem. You know, and please remember, all of us is a mistake in the first place. So don't treat mistakes so negatively. Mistake is only will bring us more happiness in future, because you make a lot of mistake. So like you, okay, the only thing that mistake will not make you good, right, is only you repeat the same mistake. Okay, parents, you repeat 5 times same mistake. Sorry, wrong. All the 5 times is different baby. Okay, all my 5 kids, all it's a good. That's why I am working very hard for myself, for my family, because I make my mistake. So like, think about it. Actually, I'm very worried. I'm very thankful to have my 4th baby, my 4th and 5th child, Ayla and Elise. Because of Ayla and Elise, right, you know what happened? It drives me, my life, to the next level. You know, if I don't have Ayla and Elise, you know, like, I'm only like living in Singapore HDB. Because of Ayla and Elise, I moved to Malaysia. And then suddenly I stay in a much more small, a little bit bigger house like where I stay now. Can you imagine? You know, that's why this sometimes some mistake is the mistake that bring you to where you are. So don't be upset with the mistake. Just don't repeat the same mistake. Everybody hear me. And please don't try to go and make your parents' mistake, okay? Please be accountable. Okay, that thing that you can always buy in department store, like well, petrol station, 7-Eleven, that is like call, it's like, like okay, forget about it. Okay, come, next one. Number 4. Take feedback very personally. Okay, this one I witnessed it so many times. Every time, like people will ask for, Terence, I want to know how can I improve myself. I want some feedback. I said, no lah, it's okay lah. You slowly learn, well. The reason why I tell them, like it's okay because I don't want to give them the feedback when they are not ready to take it. And a lot of you, don't really able to take feedback positively. I want to tell you, if you have people willing to give you feedback, you should be very happy and lucky, and you should be like, really, you are so blessed. That's why you got feedback. I can tell you, people care for you only will give you feedback. People share with you only will give you feedback. People don't want even to talk about you or got anything to do with you. I can tell you, just because they don't want the feedback to you. Because they don't love you. People love you, care for you, will give you feedback. People don't care for you, will not give you feedback. That's why I was very angry. Every time I give people feedback, they give me that kind of face. Just like, every time I scold them like that, I want to punch their face. I can tell that's why sometimes if I don't give you feedback, don't care at all. I don't care. Name they will care here. Like, well, I don't care. Only people that give feedback, but you need to understand how to take feedback positively. Whenever feedback, nice or not nice, good or bad, take it openly. Take it for yourself to go and understand. If you feel the feedback is something that you cannot understand clearly, clarify. Don't live in doubts. Okay? Number 5, keep falling into self-doubt situation when others do well. Okay, just like it's the same. Sometimes you do this, you do better. Sometimes you do 2% do the same thing. Sometimes A do better, sometimes B do better. You got to understand when other people do better. Sorry, I lose you. Go you what you type. You got to understand is doing something together. Sometimes A will do better, sometimes B do better. So you got to understand, don't doubt yourself, especially all of you on the call, 376 on the call, all of you can do the sales. When we are back out there on the field to do the sales, let me tell you, if you don't sign on the first hour, you don't sign on the third hour, you don't sign on the fifth hour, you don't sign on the day 1, don't worry. You don't sign on the day 2, don't worry. You don't sign on the day 3, don't worry. Even you don't sign on the very first week you're back on the field, don't worry. Let me tell you, you can do it. It's just that you need to adjust your body. You need to adjust yourself to get yourself back into the momentum. Don't even need to doubt yourself. You cannot do it is when I tell you, TT tell you that you are shit, you cannot do it. If I never make this statement to you, let me tell you, you can. And you don't even need to doubt yourself on this. And you see, even I tell you this, a lot of people still choose to doubt themselves. You know why people choose to doubt themselves? Because they always think that whatever happened in their life is because of luck. I can tell you, there's no such thing. Only the harder you work, the luckier you are. That's all. It don't have like, well, I'm hang lah, I'm lucky lah, I wear red underwear, that's why I can do better sales. No such thing. Okay, believe in yourself. Don't if sometimes your friends today do well, maybe tomorrow you do well. Sometimes your friends this week do well, maybe next week you do well. Sometimes you do well this month, sometimes your friends do well next month. There is up and down. That's why we LOA. Okay, number 6, very fixed on what you are and what you are not. Rigid. Okay, people, okay, I can tell you again, 378 of you here. Okay, I tell you, 80% of you are very rigid. You think you're square, you're square. You think you're triangle, you're triangle. You think you're round, you're round. You never learn. You never understand the importance of being flexible. So you're being flexible, just like, do you know Bruce Lee? Bruce Lee said, You know, like, well, you need to be like water. Water can go into any kind of transformation of shape. You know, like, well, you all don't know, right? That's why I ask you all to see more, read more, learn more, don't want. Now I talk about Bruce Lee, everybody confused. 李小龙说，我们做人就要像水 ，like water. You don't know, I tell you. Why water? Water can be flexible, going into any shape, anything. You water go into a glass that is round, that is round. Water you go to a glass is triangle. You need to know how to be flexible. I can tell you, the more flexible you are, okay, the more you can able to learn, the more you can able to adjust, the more you can able to adapt, the more you can able to receive. So don't be so rigid by thinking this is what I know, this is what I think, I decided to be like this. You know, then if you always being so square, that's it. Only anything that is square like you can be fixed into you. If you are flexible, you're able to fix anything into you and then become part of you. Remember, whatever in future somebody tell you that, can you don't be so rigid? So means that you need to try to be water. So how to remind yourself to be water? Water is to drink water. You see, the water go into my body, it become the shape of parents. Water. Okay, I know it's lame, okay? At least I create some joke for you, okay? Can you imagine ask you to listen to 3 hours, got no joke, you crazy, you think I'm Dixon Chia? You know, Dixon Chia run topic is like 2 hands here, look at the sky. You understand? Do you understand? Oh, this is how Dixon Chia run, man. You don't believe you ask all the liger? You know? Hey, people MCO sleep a lot, but Dixon Chia, you won't go and see Dixon Chia see his face. You see his dark circle. I don't know people is like MCO sleep so much. He look like he never sleep like that. Oh my god. And then he look like he wear the cap, like look like he's a cancer patient. Just go for chemotherapy and then lose all the hair like that. Poor thing, poor thing. Jerry, where are you? Look for Jerry. See Jerry. Jerry fever, okay. Jerry not in. Jerry not in. Oh, finally we caught Jerry. Oh shit. And Jerry show some face, man. Hey, find Jerry face. Jerry talk. Hey, Jerry, 375 face. You think so easy to find? Not easy to find, you know. 375 of you. I'm running a small rally here, you know. Trust me, no other organization have run a bigger Zoom call than us. Don't have. Don't have. Oh, really cannot find Jerry.
Cannot cannot on the video don't know why my iPad.
Cannot. Yeah. Jerry, 375 people is listening there. You say cannot on the video on your iPad.
Let me find. I will find it.
You think that all the 375 people, you treat us like what?
Really? Allow Zoom to access your camera. Okay, I go and find how to do it.
I cannot believe it, man. You know, all the ECN all laugh until no tomorrow. I tell you, this is so funny, Jericho. You know, like, I can tell you, nobody will run.
Okay, I use my phone to call in.
Yeah, you know, you try to wear something first, is it? Never mind, just joking. You know, like, well, Can you imagine that 375 of us, on the Zoom call, like no other organization had done that. Like, well, I think we're going to break the record. We're going to do, like one, they're going to break 400. We're going to hit our P-best every single time. Okay, if you cannot do it, I can tell you, let's open up. Like, well, I open up for Europe. I open up for a lot of people. Let's see that how many people go online. Like, well, and maybe I run the topic for public. Like ask people to invite people to see whether they want to come in to listen to a topic or see whether how much hit can we had. Never mind. Want to see Jerry's face also so troublesome. Ayo. Okay, come. Now.
Hello.
Where?
Yeah,
Jerry, see it. Oh, is it? Oh, so radiant, the background at Bali. Oh.
No lah, that's Siloso Beach.
Sentosa, I say. So as Siloso Beach, Sentosa sure got bikini girl lah.
Don't have this one.
You find a photo with a bikini girl behind, and then you can put it out. Then like that, more shock, right?
Okay, I go and find out.
Okay. Oh, seriously, still a lot. Okay, sorry. I think like that I continue run for our already. Okay, now is how can I cultivate a growth mindset? How to build a growth mindset in you? Are you ready? Number one, don't leave it until no choice then to do the thing you don't like. Okay, especially when you still have option, choose the harder path. When you do that, you are empowering yourself to do things to gain more experience and more knowledge. This is the thing. Don't wait until you are already so negative, only you try to high roll. Don't wait until you are so tired, only you started to LOA more. Don't wait until that you already want to give up, you want to quit already, only you start to PR. Don't wait until that, like, well, you're really so frustrated and so negative, only you ask questions. So you do everything before things are negative, before things is bad. So like when you have the bullet, you use first. Don't wait until the last bullet you have in your gun, only you start to aim. Understand? This is what happened to a lot of you. You always take until like, I no choice already. Just like force the tiger to jump the wall. 壁虎跳墙. You only try to do that. No use. You need to really do it when you have the option. Okay? Number two, get comfortable with the uncomfortable, with being uncomfortable. Okay? Change is only constant. The more you accept it in an open mind, the more growth you get. So you got to always remember, like, why you need to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. Means you need to feel ready to changes. Just like waking up early, be on time. Maybe you're very uncomfortable with that. But the moment you started to get comfortable with it, you started to become a person that with accountability, the best work ethics. Like approaching stranger. Oh, you're very uncomfortable to approaching stranger. But how come you can do it well? Because you started to go and face it. Go and be uncomfortable. That's why you can do the sales. I can tell you, all of you are an expert. All of you is an expert of being comfortable with an uncomfortable situation. Is when you approach stranger. So in your life, you got to change. If you are very uncomfortable with me, then you're going to learn how to be comfortable to having a conversation with me. That's only how it works. You need to start to understand, like, well, how to use this to leverage on how to grow yourself. Number three, instead of asking why like this, ask yourself, what can I do? Take control of the situation by focusing on the attitude, effort, and the things that you can do instead. So a lot of time, right, when things happen, don't waste your time going and ask why like this, why become like that, why blame here and blame there. Why don't you ask yourself, what can you do out of here? What can you achieve more? What can you do differently? What do you gain from this situation? This is very, very important. So like, like, well, I'm so sorry, a bit of interruption. So both of them, they all want to be on the screen. Okay, say hi. Okay. All the Coco Chichi is looking at you now, okay? So let Daddy work first, okay? You want Daddy to work? You know why Daddy must work? Why? Ayla? Yeah, why Daddy must work? Because Daddy got no money. That's why Daddy got to work. Okay? So remember this. Why like this? Don't do why like this. Always ask yourself, what can I do more? Okay? Number 4, ask yourself, what have I learned from this? A bad result is still a result. If you did not achieve what you want, have you at least learned something from it? I can tell you, every scenario, every outcome, everything ends. It comes with a lesson. Every day the field ends, it comes with something that new that you learn from. Every team that have left, every person that have left, it's a lesson that you learn from. Learn from that lesson and remember, good one, repeat. Not good one, don't repeat. This is how I tell myself. So every session of call that I run, I know which one I did good, which one I did average. Hardly I did badly, but just like, average one, I'm not happy. Like some of you might not know me that well. I can tell you, trust me, if I run the call, if I don't run the call, then I don't feel fulfilled or satisfied with my call. After the call, I'll be very frustrated with myself. Why I didn't do better? Why I don't do more? Why I didn't do this? That's why I don't want to live myself, live my life, or live with regrets in everything that I do. So if I run the call, I want to give, I give all out. I give more. I don't just run from the statement. I don't run for the notes. I just run. I run with my heart, my passion, everything to tell you whatever I learned from myself. This is when I always ask myself, what have I learned from this? But I don't ask when it ends. I ask while I'm running it. So to make sure that how to make it better. Okay, this is the mentality. If you can learn from this, you'll be great. Number 5, accepting yourself for who you are, your strength and your flaws. Only when you accept, you can honestly working on improving yourself. No one is born to succeed. I tell you, this is the fact. I know very well I'm a lazy person. If I know that I'm a lazy person, I know that every time I will do the fastest way to get the job done. But I know that so well that I will do the fastest way. That's why I don't want to make it fast. I want to make it effective. I want to make it that it's going to be like impactful. Like now I'm sharing with all of you. I want to make sure that even 377 of you now, every one of you, gather 1 point, 2 point, or 3 point for each of you is enough. That's why I need to make sure that not all the point everybody will like it. Some of you will like the tennis point, some of you will like that point. I'll try to be as relevant as I can. Number 6, hang out with people and mentors who are able to encourage and guide you to pursue the things that help you to grow. It's the same thing as I hang out with the right people. Just now I shared it. If you hang out with the environment, the right environment, the people will able to help you to make you changes in you and make you to be stronger and better, make you to become who you want to be. Number 7, focus on your own progress. You are not good enough yet doesn't mean you will never ever be better. I like this. You must always remember, focus on yourself, on your result. You are not good enough yet. Now you are not there yet. Now you are not achieved. But doesn't mean that you will not be able to do that in future. It's not yet. It's not won't. It's not no. It's not yet. Always, anyone asks you, when are you going to get advanced? When are you going to get promoted? When are you going to get yourself become an owner? Always reply soon. Have you get yourself promoted? It's not no. It's not yet. How you respond, how you reply, it means a lot. If people ask you, have you get yourself promoted? And then you say no, means you are not looking forward to get yourself advanced. If people ask you, have you get yourself advanced? Say not yet. Means you are working on it. So like, every time I meet up with new people, I meet up with people that, a leader that I've seen it for 2 months, later, You know, hi, how's thing? Have you got a new trainee? No. Oh, I know this one is never tried. You know, have you started to build a team? Not yet. I know he's working on it, but it's not there yet. Ah, choice of words from your thoughts. Your thoughts is the way how you think. Your thinking, your thoughts will come from your mouth and then you link to your action. I share this many times. Okay? It's the same thing as well. You have girlfriend now? Not yet. It's not no. Okay? If you are gay, then never mind. I just say your girlfriend. No. Because I'm waiting for my boyfriend, not girlfriend. Okay? Okay, this is just a big joke, okay? Hey, hey. No problem, man. You know what? I support LGBT, man. If you are less, you are gay, you know, well, TT love you as much as this. You know, well, trust me, if you are gay or not gay, I also love you. I tell you, you know, 可以给我 T-shirt 一下吗? If you are LGBT, I love you. Trust me. You know, sometimes, like, I want to say this publicly, if you are LGBT, you don't want me to know, and then if you worry that I know, then I will see you differently. I openly tell you 378 people now. Parents, perfectly okay with LGBT at all time. Just like me, myself is not gay. Okay? You like me, you know, like, well, you want to come close to me, it's perfectly fine. But I want to tell you, I'm not your type, that's all. Everybody understand? Okay? You know, like, I'm perfectly okay. I'm with your best friend, your best buddy. I can hug you. I won't kiss you. But I tell you, you know, like, I can be your best friend, but I'm not gay. That's all. Okay? You like to see my butt? No problem. Go ahead. You want to touch once in a while? Touch a bit? Can. No problem. Don't squeeze. Everybody got it? Okay? So for all the female, if you like me, by all means, it meant to be like that. Okay? All the male, you know, like, well, just touch, don't squeeze, okay? You know, I'm not LGBT. I mean, I'm not LGBT, okay? Okay, can. But I would not despise on LGBT. I love LGBT. Okay? Got it? You know, like, some Muslim, you know, like, well, is looking at me, it's like, what the hell is he talking about? You know, nowadays, LGBT already doesn't, you know, it's no more about races or religion, man. I see LGBT everywhere, man. Recently, you know, well, like, you know, recent times, I have a lot of very sad news is when, you know, I lost a few people because they are LGBT. They're worried people look down on them or see them differently. I am very upset over that. I want to tell you, you know, like, by common sense, you think some of us really know that they are LGBT. We love them as a human being. We are all part of the team. You know, like, come on, man. Okay? Okay, now, growth is always harder. Here, what you need to be prepared for. Okay? Growth is very hard. What you need to be prepared for. Good thoughts, good words, good deeds, just like you taught me. Be prepared to try a lot more and fail a lot more. Number one. What now is what you need to do more. Okay? Be prepared to do a lot more and fail a lot more. Number two, you will hate your decision sometime because it put you in a situation where you have to work harder or do things you don't like. I tell you always, I always hate my decision because I always got to do the things that I don't like. Okay? It takes 21 days to change a habit, 90 days to change a lifestyle. So consistency is the key. The moment you miss a day, it starts from day one again. I tell you, it's very true. If you miss it, you're going to restart. Miss it, restart. Why I can advance in 9 months? Because I don't miss it. Number four, it doesn't always have to make sense. Okay, sometimes don't make sense one. You will often wonder if you make the right decision or not, but it's okay because when you look back, you realize you have learned from every previous experience. No such thing as a waste of time, unless you will learn nothing from it. Got it? Wow, Jeremy is doing a vision organization IG like click. With every click, vision organization is going to donate 50 cents to FFTTH. Oh, Jeremy, powderful you, powderful. But I'm not asking every one of you to follow Jeremy, what Jeremy do. Please don't do that. Okay? We be charitable. You know, like, well, I can tell you no problem. But don't need everybody to jump in to do the same thing. Okay? If you ask me who I wanted to help, seriously in Singapore, I really wanted to help all those people that, you know, like, well, in the dorm, you know, the working, you know, like they all got sick because they all stay in the same dorm together, you know, like with COVID-19. They got no work, got no salary, they got no food, you know, that's what I wanted to help. In Malaysia, I really wanted to help. You know, a lot of people there, you know, like, well, they don't even have food to eat, you know, and all this thing. So, like, you know, it's the same thing for Indonesia as well. Like, but one thing that I know, I can't save the whole world. So, like, I will try my best, you know, to save what I can save, or help what I can help. You know, I never ever think that I'm going to save the whole world. Okay. But come and cut it a bit, interrupt a bit. But every time you ask me, what, I mean, like, well, what's on my mind there? I'll tell you, one thing on my mind is that after COVID-19, that I will really wanted to do this thing, you know, well, in future, it's like, I'm going to set up, you know, I'm really going to come up with something to accumulate some money, you know, like, well, to build schools, hospital, you know, in certain areas. Like, please don't misunderstand. You know, like, I'm not trying to become you know, like you know, like a very good person or anything. That's not on my mind. But the reason why I want to do that is that I realized that I want to do something that is meaningful. Like if, like, you know, I'm supporting some children, you know, like, I'm, like, you know, building school for children to be able to get education, hospital for people that are able to get, you know, like, well, the, you know, like the supports, you know, like the medical attention that they need to, you know, I think is very, very important. Maybe we can start small. We don't need to open up very big one. But the moment you started to doing all this, it will make me feel the hard work that I put in my job, in my daily activity, is very meaningful, because whatever that I'm doing, I'm working very hard on. I'm not only just helping myself to fulfill my own choices in life and satisfaction, but also at the same time, I'm able to assist and help out, you know, others that it needs. I think I'm able to bring something back to the society. I'm not asking every one of you to follow me and do the exact thing that I'm doing. Don't need. You know, like, what I'm doing this is like, because, you know, yesterday somebody told me something, saying that, Terence, you know, like, Terence, I'm very angry because, like, I can see that a lot of people is taking advantage of you, and then, you know, like, well, and they are not being appreciative, and then you, because you always choose to pick hard and always give them the support and all these things, and then I'm very angry why all these people that, you know, continue to take advantage of you and then do not. That's the reason why last night, late in the night, I sent out an Instagram, a Facebook post. You know, the post, you know, a statement like this. Okay? I'm sure that a lot of you, that if you are my Instagram or my uh Facebook follower, then, you know, I mean, like, you will saw that. So, like, you know, like, the statement go like this: self-worth. If someone asks you to do more and you have a big reaction inside, it may be a sign that you're already doing too much. Even strong, independent, hardworking people have limits and deserve to rest. Doing your best is a wonderful thing, but doing all you possibly can for as long as you possibly can will eventually lead to burning out and feeling unappreciated by the people around you. I I realized that, you know, when I read this statement, you know, I can understand, but I don't want to fall into the second part of the category that, you know, like, will eventually lead to burning out and feeling unappreciated by the people around you. Like, maybe I should change my focus. I used to put all my attention, to every one of you on the call, by giving every one of you your needs, any assistance, your help. That even though I know that you will quit me very soon, you will go and look for other job, you will be somewhere else. I really don't mind. I will just help as much as I can as well. You are still here. I'll do whatever I can in order to support you. Even I know that you will not be here forever. I really wouldn't mind. I'll continue to help. But the thing is that I don't want myself to be in a situation that I will feel being unappreciated. So if I don't want to feel like that, I cannot change you, correct? But I can change myself the way how I choose. So I should channel all my effort, or it's not all out, part of my effort, maybe 50% of me, and go and support, go and build out a hospital. And maybe don't say hospital, like some places, like, you can build a library for them. You can buy like 5 or 10 PC or tablet for them to go online. Or you can help them to extend their telecommunication, the broadband line into their village, so the people they're able to get the Wi-Fi, able to go online, they're able to read books, online books, things like that. You'll be surprised that we are living in a world now, a lot of us, we're able to get where we are getting, but there's a lot of other people that they are not getting all these things. So why am I sharing this with you now? It's the same thing about what the topic that we are running for today, growth mindset. This is my growth mindset. I have this growth mindset in me that I wanted to support more people. I want to, like, I've been using all my past 11 years of my life in this industry to support everyone in the organization, to to help people. So now, of course, I understand not everyone will appreciate me. A lot will take me for granted, or maybe took advantage of what have I given up to you. It doesn't matter, I understand it, that's part and parcel. So, but I just don't want to fall into just now the quotes that I'm giving out, on the second part is that I started to feel angry, unappreciated, because of your behavior or somebody's behavior. But as well, I go and channel my effort into somewhere. Even those people, they don't appreciate. But I'm not doing that. Build a library, a school, a hospital to get them appreciate. I'm doing this, is to hopefully that they will, in needs, they are using it. You understand? In needs, they are using it. So it can bring benefit to them. Even the day I die, I will be very happy that, they deserve this. Okay? So now, say until I want to cry. I'm not here to gather votes. I'm not a politician. I'm not trying to gather more views. I'm not trying to gather, more clicks or more likes or more followers. I'm not an Instagrammer. I'm not a public speaker. I'm not a social media artist or anything. In this group, it's just purely me and you. Because we are all in the same industry. That's why we work together. That's why I want to share with you, how I'm not trying to gain popularity or try to win your hearts. No. I'm sharing with you is that seriously, in this industry, over the 10 years, when I did well, I really earned some good money. All this while, I always try my best, right? To provide it for my team, provide it for the whole organization, able to do a lot of extra things, while getting people around or things like that. But I realized that when you feel that you feel this, instead of me getting angry at this group of people, might as well I channel my focus to build more people and continue to do this, and I build others as well, people in needs. I think it'll be better. Okay, stop this. Come. That's how I share, yeah. Number 4 is not always make sense. Same more. like building hospital, library, school, it doesn't make sense. But I think I'll do that. Trust me. You'll see it very soon. Maybe I'll start off with very small that, maybe start in Malaysia, where I can go to some, more like, small town, and then ask the school there, do you need to support? Maybe they wanted to build a hall for their student, they want to look for some donation, do it. Put the money in and do it. I don't know. And then in Singapore, like in any country that I'm in, Indonesia, go to some places, help them to build out something, that's it. Okay? So my final 3 tips here. Final 3 tips. Your mindset is always influenced by the people you hang out with. Okay? You need to understand this. So if you always hang out with people, you are seeking growth and improvement, you will develop the same kind of mindset and attitude too. Okay. Number 2, life is fair. We always get what we deserve. Okay. We are not where we are because there are something we have not done. We still have not developed the quality or ability required to achieve what we want. Unless we learn and improve, we will remain in the same situation. I'll tell you, life is fair one. You get what you preach. You sow what you reap what you sow. Okay. So today, I am able to have 374 of you here in the call is because of all the hard work that I've done over the years. Number 3, trust your journey. Everything happens for a reason to build you to become the person you are meant to be. So we must make sure that we learn from the experience. It all makes sense when you look back and connect the dots backwards. I can tell you, I would not be today where am I, the owners would not be where they are if it's not because of what they did previously. Okay? So you will become the person you always wanted to be if you focus on the process of growing and improving. Only with the right process, you will the right outcome. Okay? It's all in the mind. Mind over matter. Well, Junki just joined the call. We're going to end it. Junki just wake up. Seriously, cannot believe it. I don't think so. Maybe it's not true. Okay? So, condition your mind. Oh, no problem. So I trust you. I say maybe it's not true. Cannot be. Condition your mind to focus on the right thing. Control your mind and begin to process and lock the information in. Execute and remain disciplined to sustain the correct focus you have decided to stick. Okay? So the few pointers, I hope you get it. If not, yeah, Simon already post it up. Okay. So there's some Q&A. I'm going to run some Q&A. So like 1:30, now it's already 90 minutes. 90 minutes. Just now I say 3 hours, don't be silly lah. I will not run 3 hours one. Now 19 minutes. Last 30 minutes for Q&A. I steady for PP one, not like that one. You think that I want to take your time, man? You don't get paid and then take your time so much. No, like that one. Why not? I said today everybody 375 of you are on the call. All your owners will give you bonus. You want or not? Excited or not? What not? What not? All your owner will give you the bonus. You know what the bonus? A packet or a satay fish. Yeah. Give me a packet of satay fish. Okay, this is the question from Marcus and Siting from SG. What are the some action points you focus on for yourself when the lockdowns end? What are the 2 action points you suggest we do for ourselves when the lockdown is lifted? When the lockdowns end, I'll tell you, number 1, I will relook at all our processes. So I want to make sure that the whole organization able to go into 100% full digital. Very important, because we want to learn. The number 1 is like full digital. So means we not only just our process of sales, it's also the process of us running the office, running the business, running the team in future is going to change. I might in future I'll rotate to ask team that do not need to come into the office anymore. In the morning, we already settle everything. We set our territory a week before, send to everybody. morning meeting, run a call like this. Everybody meet with the team and the territory in charge will do the role play, and then they start the field. Don't need to come to the office. This is part of the thing that, like, well, I'm trying to work on when we are back. I'm going to start with 1 or 2 office or with the owners who want to do this together, full digital. Second, I want to make sure that, like, well, we are able to be more versatile, to get ourselves to learn more different skill set besides face-to-face, maybe telesales, online marketing. We will still want to build team, but we want to build team through a lot of different processes, not only just one. But this is a longer project. Okay, this is the 2 things that I want to work on. So we'll be able to make sure that we ourselves will be more, like, powerful when we, any time that we face any challenges like this, like, well, COVID-19 or economic crisis, we are not affected. Okay, so what is the 2-point action point that I suggest for all of you? Number 1, start from today. All the notes you gather from all the course that you are in. I can tell you, some of you really are so good that you send me the notes that you learn from my course. Wow, see the notes that you send me, I think you learn more than me. I think I didn't share so much, but you write even more. Serene, like, well, from Vision Singapore is one of it. Never fail to send me all the notes that she gathered. I say, if you implement all the notes that you learn from there, you already owner already. Jeremy is one of the owner that send me every notes that in every call that I make. I tell you, it scares me, I'm like, number 1 thing, you all need to consolidate all the notes that you learn. Okay, pick out a few points you want to focus on when you're back. Number 1. Second, everyone go back to the field. When you go back to the field, like, go back basic. Trying all the basic things like when you started, like a BA, LOA numbers, because all the numbers that you used to know is going to change. Last time, maybe with LOA, 20 people, okay, got 3 people, 4 people will listen to your pitch, and then maybe 1 sign up. Now maybe change. Maybe you LOA 50, only 5 people will listen and 1 sign up. So you need to retune yourself, like, on the momentum of the sales. But don't doubt yourself. You surely can do it. If the sales come in lower, slower, or not as good as what it used to be, it only takes time to adjust to get better. Okay? Next question. Marcus again for SG. Like, what are some books or topic you suggest we read up or be able to attract a wider variety of people? I don't know. If you like to read books, there's a lot of books that you can go for. I will tell you that if you really wanted to attract people, on books, right? Yesterday, I shared this thing in the T.I.G and the chat group. It's a stupid TikTok thing. It's not by a very famous person, but I share with you. Right? So you say, a person rich and poor, there's a reason. They got 8 points that you need to take note on. Number 1, laziness. Okay. Number 2, always high ego. Okay. Number 1 is laziness. Second, high ego. Number 3, low EQ. Number 4 is like you are not thick skin, means that you're very shy. Number 5, you always don't want to have this advantage, means that you always want to take advantage. You always don't allow people to take advantage of you. Number 6 is like you don't know how to socialize. Number 7, you don't like to learn. Number 8, you don't ask for help. If you do not do this 8 things, You know, like, well, you do not do this 8 thing. I tell you, you'll never be good. So if you ask me, do you really need to read the books to get better, to attract wider people? Maybe I tell you, even from a TikTok, from Facebook, or from any social material, I will tell you, if you, the way how your thinking is, you know, like, well, is positive and is right, it will helps you to get the right information for you to able to attract right people. Did anybody right now? Number one is like, yes, correct, laziness. Second, high ego. Third is low EQ. Fourth is like shy. Fifth is like, yeah. Thank you very much. Go and read the 8 points. This is come from a very junior social media TikTok person. She learned it from somewhere and then she just run the TikTok and run it. And I tell you, things like this is enough for you to learn. Number 3, Kalina SG. Not everyone is able to see crisis as opportunity. Most will give excuses and even give up. How do you stay composed in such situation and see the bigger picture? Kalina, that is the thing. That is the reason why 19% of the people in the world, they work for the 10% of the people. You understand or not? Because if everybody can see the challenges as opportunity, then everybody is bosses already. So whether now is a choice, I'm telling you, opportunity, crisis, okay, challenges is opportunity. You believe or not? If you believe, you follow me. If you don't believe, you don't follow me. If you follow me, you're trying to become an old owner. If you don't believe me, doesn't mean that you will not. I just said, how many people will keep on going out there and thinking they want to become an entrepreneur? And I can tell you, right, a lot of time that people don't understand this. They always see that. They always see a lot of successful example online. They, like for example, you'll see a lot of great entrepreneur from China, Alibaba, you know, like well, Jack Ma. You will see a lot of like, you know, like well, Huawei, you know, all this. Hello, my friend. These are the successful example. I can name you quite a few. You don't even know that who are the one that go bankrupt. You know, in 2015, there's a Chinese guy. You know, like he openly challenged Tesla, Elon Musk. That he's also building an electronic car in China. By the end, he didn't work out. You know, like well, he didn't work out. He failed. You know, like well, he go bankrupt. Is it wrong? Is it his bad? I don't think so. I just feel that, you know, like well, it's just that there's a lot of people that are trying to build a business, but not everybody is successful. So being here, all I can tell you, what works for me doing here, and then it's easier for me here, is like one of the thing is like, you know, the risk that you're going to take here is lower, and there's guidance provided. And everything that you learn here, I will tell you that is going to help you in whatever you are in the future, in whatever job that you're going to do. Okay? Number 4, Rennie, Malaysia. Have you ever turned down a client after you started working with them? Like fire the client? Yes. Brandon, Malaysia. What are the ways to increase our tolerance and acceptance towards things we are not comfortable with? We know they are good for us, but sometimes it's hard to start doing. It's like that one. What are the ways to increase? Look at the thing that you like, you desire. If what you want is bigger, like your goal is bigger, then you will make sure that you will feel that all these things is small. If what you want is really so important to you, you will feel that all these challenges is small to you. I also learned this when I first started. When I set my goals, at first I didn't set it as big. So when I face challenges, I always wanted to give up. So the moment I take my goals to become a bigger one, then I realized that actually the big goals help me to overcome all these challenges because the goal is so big and then the challenges become smaller. Okay? Next, you know, number 6, Narissa SG. You mentioned that relationship to be built on 100% trust. How do you trust with someone else who may not be comfortable to build the trust? It takes time, man. I answered this last night as well. It really takes time. Trust me, not all my owners trust me 100%. You know, it's going to take time over the years to prove that, you know, like, well, I continuously giving them the trust. And then they slowly open up 10% more, 10% more, 10% more to reach to where we are, our relationship. Now, Lisa, you really think that, you know, like, well, Jerry trusts me everything? No, man. He loved Jim Grease more. He will scold me out. But I will tell you, it always takes time, you know, like to really build it up. Narisa, again, you mentioned last week one of the opportunity to be creative in the way we run. Okay, just now I share you. Okay, next up, Xiao Tong SG. You mentioned that you often one-on-one with your team. How do you ensure conversation can be short and productive one? I always already gather all the information that I need on that person. So basically, every time if I'm going to talk to you one-on-one, right, basically I already know about you, you know, like before you tell me lah. Means I already know about your problem, your challenges, and what you're going to tell me. Unless you surprise me, if not, I already prepared beforehand. Always be prepared. Is that okay? Angeline SG, hi TT, how can we constantly set new goals and keep ourselves motivated and excited? What are some goals that after COVID can share with us? You know, I run this goal topic many times already. I want to tell you that setting goals have been part of my life. Even I tell you, at this time, a very tough time, COVID, you know, don't make money, don't have a lot of cash flow and all this thing. I still thinking of what to buy, crazy, man. I still thinking about how to spend my money. But I know why I do that. Because that will push me to have stronger desire when I'm back to work then. And then I'll be more driven. I'll be driving it. I'll be pushing it. You understand? Like recently I'm like looking around. I'm not going to buy something that, you know, no, I already have a lot of dogs, you know, like I'm looking at some puppies. You know, I look at the puppies there, you know, like I'm because quite free, right? You got a lot of time to go into detail to search for the puppies. Then I search until like puppy from like this until now the puppy worth like a car. Nah, give me a shock, man. I'm not joking. The puppy cost it like buying a car, cash, man. Oh, have you all seen puppy with the lights on? Their eyes is red. The puppy, the dog, with the reflection of the light, the eyes is red. I thought they are vampire. Okay, number 10, Rachel. What the difference between growth mindset and being open-minded? What the difference? Open-minded. Open-minded is like you are ready to receive a lot of different things, understand, to see different things, to embrace new challenges. Growth mindset is that you wanted to get yourself to improve, to go to the next level, to achieve something, to be able to be better than what you used to be. Okay? Okay, just wanted to tell you most of the questions are usually, because a lot of question here is SG Singapore team question. Because only the Singapore team will ask question. That's why we compile the question. It's not that we biased. This is my back-end team to inform everyone. I think every one of you have been informed that there's a topic that I run. You can post out your question beforehand, but you never. Right? Well, question number 1, 11. Is it important to be participative? Of course, you don't want to participate. How will I know you want to get involved? You know, a lot of my owners always do this to me. You know, they always tell me they want to improve themselves, but they don't want to hang out. They don't want to join me. They don't want to meet me. Even I run call, they are not in. And then they say they want to improve. This is all people talk only. You know, talk only. I have a lot of people like that. Don't be one of them. You know, don't be people that you know, well, only talk only and no action. This is very bad. If you are the lead, if your leader, your owner is like that, well, you are just very unlucky, man. But you have a choice. Go and learn for other mentor. Terrence really got owners like that? Have. Trust me, have. Our organization have owners like that? Yes, have. You want the name? I cannot tell you. You go and observe yourself. Definitely, you will not think that, you will not feel that I'm only person talk only and don't do it. I do more than I talk. Some of the old owner only talk only, they don't do it. They only tell you all this wow, very beautiful thing, but no action. It's very bad. Okay. Any more other question? Another 14 minutes is 2 hours. I congratulations to all of you. You are very amazing. Can sit down there focus for 2 hours. Can you believe that you are so focused? You never believe you're so focused. And a lot of you, you don't even go to toilet, 2 hours, you just sit down there and listen to me. Even during your school time, you also know so hardworking. I cannot believe it. Like some of you, Bang, Alien, you really can sit down there and listen for 2 hours. You bloody hell shit. As you go and party, you also cannot stand for 2 hours. Now you listen to me 2 hours. Oh, funny, man, you. Powerful. Because of your enthusiasm, thank you very much. Is it for meetings only? What's the question? What is it for meeting only? Any more other? You mentioned you try to go. No. Our whole process, like you can go down to the field, you log into a C360. We already know that you activated, and then you're going down there, and then you started to do your sales. Every sale you recorded, we able to trace everything. You got it? Meetings, workshop, like, and we will still do hangout. What I meant is like, maybe we really don't need a big location. Excuse me. You don't need a big location for the whole office. Maybe a location, right? That office only come to the office once a week. So Monday only for vision, Tuesday for viewworks, Wednesday for zeal, Thursday for this, like Friday for that. And then everybody don't need to use the office. They're also. And then maybe we can just change it. Okay? Well, this one, Nazira, here from Singapore, you mentioned that we should have lesser expectation in order to have lesser disappointment. However, sometimes we are told to set higher goal. Set higher goal doesn't mean it's higher expectation. Set higher goal doesn't mean that you will sure wanted to hit all your goals. Goals to get you excited. But if you set your goals and then you tell yourself you need to hit all your goals at the same time, it will not happen. Okay? Set higher goals to push ourselves further and not be complacent. In order to do so, we need to have a higher expectation of ourselves. Can you share with us how to balance? Okay, Nazira, it works like this. Set big goals to get you excited. Because if you aim for the moon, you don't get the moon, you get the star. At least you have something to aim for. Even you don't get the star, you still be able to hit the cloud. Okay, so this is what it meant by you have the big goals. Expectation. Our aim is always the moon. But we know that even we don't get it, we give our best shot. We draw the string, give the best shot. Going there, don't get the moon. Never mind, I get a cloud. Also, it's good. But if your expectation is, if I don't hit the moon, means it's nothing. Then you are setting too hard expectation on yourself. This is when you always get yourself disappointed. But from time to time, you train. You train. Now, I keep on shooting. I only can get a cloud. Maybe that slowly, I train for many times. Why people can get to or maybe it's not because of your strength. Maybe it's your bow that you use. Maybe it's the arrow that you use. Maybe it's because of the wind. Maybe it's a lot of different things. This you learn from experience. So now with the right tools, right thing, now you can shoot to the star. Before you're slowly able to hit to the moon. So this is accumulative, you understand? This is accumulative. Okay? Like, how do you still have self-belief when you make decisions that don't make sense? Okay, I can tell you, right? You know, like, well, Bill Gates make decision don't make sense in 1980s when he say he want to have every house got one computer. But what happened today? Okay, so if you understand this statement, then you understand what your question is. Ask yourself, despite situation that help you cultivate, what are the some questions you always ask yourself despite the situation that help you to cultivate? I will ask myself, how can I learn more from more people? How can I steal other people's knowledge? Okay, so the more people I interact with, the more people that I learn from, the more growth mindset that I have. If a person is very systematic, how to improve to become more flexible, slowly add in on your system, then you know, like something extra. Like if you are very systematic, you follow your schedule, but you know, every single day you add on. Okay, today I'm going to listen to, you know, I'm going to browse 15 minutes of TikTok. Today I'm going to listen to this. You know, getting something different in your schedule to get better. Randy is from Zoom. My question is, how long does it take an individual to cultivate a growth mindset in them? Is there any tip to help? How long now? I tell you, I don't know. Some people take 5 years. Some people take 10 years. A lot of time, you know, well, if you wanted to do well, then you started to do things differently compared to other people. How can you help yourself and others be more prepared for any crisis in future? Like, it's not possible to 100% ready. How do you be handled better? I'll tell you, I will never know what's going to happen next, tomorrow, or in the future. But what I can help myself is that I need to know what I need, what is needed for me to survive. So just to make sure that, you know, I can cover myself, my people, my family, you know, as much as I can. What are the things that you do to manage your own expectation to have less disappointment towards our result? I don't have expectation on your result, because your result is decided on your own. I have expectation on my own effort, and then what my effort can influence on your result. Okay, but it's not going to be one individual, one person who makes the difference. It's the whole group. Got it? Yeah. So like, guys, I think it's good. Now it's like already, let me see the time, you know, 3:23, you know, itself. Okay. So like, I want to show you this, you know, like, well, you can't believe it, but it's normal lah. But I don't think it's normal. I show you a video. How can I show it there? Can I put it up there? Let me see whether can I put it up here. You all give me a while. Share screen. I think I need to download first. You give me a while.